Good day, students. Our video today is going to cover marketing communication. Our first topic, we're going to look at introduction to marketing communication. In this topic, we're going to cover marketing communication objectives, marketing communication mix, marketing communication industry, and ethical issues in the marketing communication. Let's look at the marketing communication objectives. There are three major objectives behind marketing communication. One is to inform. Marketing communication is intended to give information to potential consumers, potential customers about a product or about features of a product. Two, marketing communication is also intended to persuade customers to take an immediate action, such as to buy products. Marketing communication is also intended to induce an action, which is normally to buy a product or maybe to adjust from a competitor's product to a company's product. Now let's look at the marketing promotional mix. We've got 1, advertising, 2, personal selling, 3, public relations, 4, sales promotion, and then 5, direct marketing. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to look at each of those promotional mix elements in more detail. Let's start by looking at advertising. Let's first define what is advertising. Advertising can be defined as a paid form of non-personal communication of ideas, goods, services by an identified sponsor. Let me just explain briefly what we mean by this definition. If we say paid, what it means is an advert is a paid form of communication. There should be someone sponsoring the adverts. All the adverts which you see in different types of media, on the television, you pay for the airtime. On the newspaper, print media, you pay for space. So many forms of adverts, you have to pay for them. However, there are some adverts which you may not pay for. So adverts can be classified into 2 categories, that is above the line and below the line adverts. Above the line adverts are those adverts which you pay for, and this definition qualifies above the line adverts. But let's look at the reasons why companies advertise. The purposes or reasons for advertising can be many and varied, e.g., to announce a new product, to announce a modification like price change, special offer, etc., to challenge the activities of the competitor, to maintain sales, to remind people to purchase the product. Let's look at the classification of adverts. We've got 1, persuasive adverts. Persuasive adverts are those type of adverts which persuade the consumer to buy a product. They give pressure on the consumer or on the customer to immediately take an action. For example, buy whilst stock lasts. Limited stock. Those adverts are intended to give pressure to the customer to make an immediate action. Informative adverts. These are adverts which give information to the consumer. It could be information on how to use the product, information about the ingredients of the product. Then the third type is the generic advert. This advert does not specify a manufacturer, but it just advertises a class of products in general. For example, an advert which says milk is good for your health without advertising any manufacturer of a particular brand of milk. Then the fourth type of advert is the corporate advert. Corporate adverts, they don't advertise a specific product, but they advertise the organization in general. For example, an advert on a bank institution like Stanbic, just mentioning Stanbic without mentioning the services provided by the Stanbic. That one is an example of a corporate advert. Then we have got also another category of adverts, that is government adverts. Government advertise in order to give information to the public. Government advertise for vacancies. There are so many adverts which government can advertise. Auctions, tenders, and the like. All those they fall under government adverts. Now let's look at the advertising media. We've got the press, that is the print media, like the newspapers, the magazines. We've got electronic media, like the television, the radio, cinema. We also have outdoor advertising, e.g. bus shelters, posters, buses, taxis, etc. We also have internet advertising. Let's move on to another communication element, which is sales promotion. Sales promotion is a short-term tactical marketing tool which gives additional reasons or incentives to encourage purchase. Let's look at the sales promotion techniques. There are two types of techniques. We have got one, the immediate promotions. Immediate promotions include point of sale displays, direct mailing, exhibitions, incentives or offers, e.g. buy one, get one for free samples of magazines, in-store demonstrations, reusable packages. Another category of sales promotion techniques is the delayed promotions, which can include activities such as lotteries, competitions, cross-couponing, that is promoting one product by giving coupons on another, free prize draws, self-liquidating offers, mail-in premiums, that is free gifts for mailing in proof of purchase, money off coupons, charity promotions, money for proof of purchase donated to particular charitable organizations. Let's move on to another communication tool, which is personal selling. Personal selling is a two-way communication which provides information in a flexible way that can be adopted to meet the needs of a specific customer. Selling is part of the communications mix, but it is much more focused than mass communications like advertising. Objectives of the sales force, or rather objectives of personal selling. 1. Selling, servicing, prospecting, communicating, information gathering, and allocating goods in the marketplace. Let's move on to another element of the marketing communication mix, which is public relations. Public relations include all activities which are done by the organization in order to maintain goodwill and mutual understanding between an organization and its publics. Public relations activities include media relations, corporate social responsibility, events, functions, employee relations, sponsorships, and lobbying. Then the last marketing communication tool is direct marketing. Direct marketing is a form of Direct marketing is a form of communicating an offer where organizations communicate directly to a pre-selected customer and supply a method for a direct response. Among practitioners, it is also known as direct response marketing. By contrast, advertising is a form of mass message nature. Now let's look at forms of direct marketing. Solicited and unsolicited emails, telemarketing, catalogs, leaflets, brochures and coupons, and online marketing. We would like to conclude this lecture by looking at ethics in marketing communication. Ethical marketing communication seeks to promote honesty, fairness, and responsibility in all advertising and other marketing communications. Let's look at types of unethical marketing communication. Surrogate advertising, e.g., advertising products like cigarettes and alcohol without referring to them directly. Exaggeration, for example, mentioning things which a product cannot do. Subjective statements such as the best tasting coffee. Advertising targeted to vulnerable groups of the society, e.g., adverts directed to kids and adverts directed to sick people. Thank you very much for listening.